God, I feel this woman's pain. Big toe, right foot, red and swollen. She's a mail carrier, so she's on her feet all day. Sound familiar?
I kind of get hacked off when people say stuff like going postal. Sure, we got a bad reputation. Rub it in. Don't look too good, huh?
Ow! Ow! Ow, it hurts!
Through rain, sleet, snow, hail. Gotta love that kind of job description. Whoa, you really take this stuff serious, huh? I know I'm in good hands. The pain? Can you hurry things up? You know what I hate most? People who wait till right after I'm gone to get their mail. Hey, pal, thanks for making me feel like a leper. Well, guess it's time to stop shopping at the swap meet. You graduated in the top of your class, didn't you? I'll be sure to tell your superiors what a fine job you're doing.
Excellent. I like what I see in this report. Clear and thought out, Doctor. Your discharge orders included every angle. Well done. You correctly diagnosed this patient's problem. Brilliant work, Doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
There's a girl in 3 who tried to kill herself. Been seeing a lot of that lately. I don't know. How do you give up hope at 15 years old? You haven't done anything yet. I'm so glad I don't have kids. Just 4 Pomeranians. Always happy.
Oh, man, you might lose your lunch on the next one. Herb Capsum, 29, a bull rider who was thrown at the rodeo. Bull flipped him over, and Herb caught a horn through the eye. Not sure if the horn snapped off or if they cut it off at the scene. It's still sticking out of the socket. Man lives out of state. I'm tracking down his family. No other history available.
Oh man, I'm not seeing that. His heart's working overtime.
Don't like the look of that.
How are they ever going to get that out of there, Doc?
I was wondering when you'd remember that. Excellent work.
This patient's lucky to have you.
He's breathing a little easier now. Just because you're doing well doesn't mean you should get cocky. He's in bad shape, but it's a miracle it wasn't any worse.
Looks like everything else is okay. Small blessings, I guess. Looks like everything else is okay. Small blessings, I guess. Oh dear, it does not look good. This patient's lucky to have you. Almost done, doctor.
You keep raising the bar for yourself, don't you? Ugh, what a grotesque injury. Was the horn really protruding from the man's eye? It's up to the surgeons now. You thought this patient's continuing care through. The hospital staff should thank you for your thorough plan and highlighted reminders. You pieced together the symptoms and other clues and made the right conclusion. I concur with your diagnosis. You saved this patient's life, doctor. Well done. The grandmother in the next room, she took a pretty bad spill. She's 61 with a history of high blood pressure. She's afraid she broke her hip, but we can't find any indications of a break. On the other hand, she says her left arm and leg feel funny. She's on at least 4 meds, and these elderly cases tend to get complicated. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
You know, you remind me of my very own grandmother. Sweetest lady in the whole world.
I'm nervous, so it's understandable if my heart's beating real fast. It's a miracle what they can do with technology these days. Machines are so impersonal.
Don't you worry now. You've got the best doctor in the whole hospital. Looks like your hip's just fine, ma'am. Looks like your hip's just fine, ma'am. Well, like they say, any landing you can walk away from's a good one.
I'm excited to see how you're progressing. You thought this patient's continuing care through. The hospital staff should thank you for your thorough plan and highlighted reminders. Sometimes we are our patients' worst enemies. We are so sure of ourselves that we overlook important details or jump to conclusions too quickly. You made a bad call here. Brilliant work, doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
A sore throat turned up a notch. Girl's had a sore throat for 3 days, only now it hurts to swallow, so she won't eat. She's had trouble with allergies in the past and was hospitalized once with pneumonia. Only thing else to note is she admits to taking herbal supplements.
Medications? Excuse me, my body is a temple. Just ginkgo biloba and some other herbs. I don't see what this has to do with my throat. I don't like the look of that. This won't mutate me, will it? Could it? You must be this hospital's star doctor, am I right? I'm not sure Barry would approve of this. What Barry doesn't know won't hurt him. Do you run a private practice? You know, I'm sure this is all just because I've experienced a lot of negative energy lately. My guru Barry says I'm in perfect physical and spiritual condition.
You keep raising the bar for yourself, don't you? Sticking a scalpel into someone's tonsil is fraught with peril. As you know, there are 4 separate arteries that bring blood to each tonsil. Do you happen to remember the names of those 4 arteries? If not, I suggest you brush up, doctor. You discharge this patient with an excellent plan for treatment and follow-up. A confusing case, to be sure, made more complicated by bad or withheld outside information. I'm glad you stuck to the protocols and made the correct diagnosis. You saved this patient's life, doctor. Well done.
If what this woman tells me is true, her daughter's in real trouble. Apparently last night they had a fight, after which the kid broke into the medicine cabinet and swallowed everything she could lay her hands on, mostly Tylenol and Prozac. She didn't say anything to her mom until this morning, after she started puking. She's awake, but over 11 hours have passed. I don't need to tell you, time is of the essence.
Let me die. Please just let me die. walk in when she did. Why won't you let me die?
She's looking better. Which in her case, isn't saying much. Way to keep your head, Doctor. You're handling this one like a pro.
Great call. I've been here a long time, honey. And the job you did for that girl was a lot better than half the nitwits who come through here. You pulled her through. Congratulations.
We selected you for a reason, and work of this caliber is that reason. Well done. Acetaminophen. It's like a snake in the grass if you OD on it. At first you think nothing has happened. Then 1 or 2 days later you become jaundiced and weak. Then you discover your liver is dying. And you along with it. Good. You noted all necessary hospital orders and communicated them clearly. I agree with your diagnosis. Brilliant work, Doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.